Donald Trump's attorneys have basically hit the ground running, trying to come up with a preemptive attack on the Georgia indictments that seem to be looming on the horizon. It's generally pretty widely accepted at this point that indictments will come from Georgia. Whether or not they're going to hit Trump, we're going to have to wait and see. But Trump's lawyers are operating under the assumption right now that, yeah, indictments are coming, so let's jump on the messaging. And the messaging, of course, is that the foreperson of that jury kind of ruined everything for everyone with her ridiculous media circus that she created last week. So this past Sunday, 2 days ago, Trump's lawyers go on TV. They're on, Face the Nation with Robert Costa. And they said this, and this is actually a very interesting statement because it shows that they're not just saying, oh, look, she's out there talking about the case. They don't care about that, they claim. It's the specific wording that she used. So one of her lawyers, he said this. The 30-year-old foreperson to us has actually provided us a lens and made us aware that every suspicion we had as to this questionable process was in fact a reality. It looks like they lost perspective over keeping separation between the prosecuting attorneys and the members of this grand jury. There cannot be a relationship. When the foreperson uses the word we, that lets you know there's a relationship there. When she says in interviews certain battles were not worth us battling, it's not the special purpose grand jury that's litigating, it's the district attorney's office. So they're zeroing in on certain words that she used that basically, as he says, show that there was a relationship between the prosecutors and the grand jury, of which there is not supposed to be one, right? The prosecutors go in, they present the evidence, that's the end of it. There's no relationship. They're not sitting down, consulting with these people, saying, should we do this? Nah, that battle doesn't seem worth fighting. So yes, that language could in fact harm Fani Willis's indictments should they come down. At the same time, you're also taking the word of an individual who's not in charge of indictments. See, that's the part that Trump's lawyers keep forgetting about this. Let's be perfectly clear. What that jury foreperson did last week was incredibly damaging. But the question is, does it taint the entire investigation? And personally, I think no. A lot of legal experts also think no. Plenty of legal experts also think it does. So there's a big divide. But here's the thing. That special purpose grand jury for which this woman was the foreperson, they can't issue indictments. All they can do is make their recommendations and, of course, hear evidence. Fani Willis had to go to a real grand jury after the special purpose grand jury ended and present that evidence to see if she could get indictments. So effectively, the special purpose grand jury was only a fact-finding mission. They weren't allowed to draw any conclusions. That's what the real grand jury is for. So if those indictments were to come down, they're not coming from that foreperson. Do you see what I'm saying here? They're coming from a different body whose only job it was to look at the evidence. So there is a very good chance that this foreperson's antics aren't going to affect these indictments or, potential prosecutions at all. They might. Trump's lawyers are trying to jump ahead of that. They're trying to put that out there in the ether that this is the bad thing that's going to happen because she messed everything up. We'll see. And that's the problem. Nobody knows what is going to happen at this point. We can only speculate as to what each individual person believes could happen from it. But what we will see, and this is a guarantee because we're already seeing it, is Trump's lawyers going out there trying to craft this narrative, almost try to taint the public jury pool to make them believe that any indictments that come down are totally fraudulent, and of course, that Donald Trump is completely innocent. One of today's video sponsors is Mosh, makers of protein bars that boost your body and your brain. If you're busy during the day or just constantly on the go, you need to try Mosh. It's a protein bar that's made for your brain. Sometimes it can be difficult to stick to a good schedule and eating right, and it's easy to reach for a bag of greasy chips or even a candy bar. but Mosh is a great tasting, nutrient-packed bar that will help get rid of those midday cravings while avoiding those calorie-heavy snacks. With 6 delicious flavors, each Mosh bar comes packed with 12 grams of protein and brain-boosting ingredients like ashwagandha, lion's mane, collagen, and omega-3s. And at 160 calories and only 1 gram of sugar, Mosh protein bars are the guilt-free snack your brain and body will crave. Your brain is your #1 tool, which is why Mosh protein bars were expertly formulated by top neuroscientists and functional nutritionists to support optimal brain health. Founded by Patrick Schwarzenegger and Maria Shriver, Mosh is a mission-driven company with a portion of all proceeds donated to support women's brain health research through the Women's Alzheimer's Movement at Cleveland Clinic. Mosh has been super helpful for me because I get up extra early each day, which leaves a big gap between breakfast and lunch. So I can reach for a Mosh bar in the mid-morning, help boost my body and my brain, and avoid going for a heavier lunch. So don't settle for a mediocre snack when you can nourish your body and mind with the fuel it needs to succeed. So whether you're at the gym, on the go, or just living your best life, Mosh protein bars will keep your brain and body fit, fueled, and feeling good. So head to moshlife.com/ROF to save 20% off plus free shipping on your first 6-count trial pack. That's 20% off plus free shipping on your first 6-count trial pack, which includes all 6 mouth-watering flavors. moshlife.com/ROF, or just click at the link below in the video description.